Nowadays, I would say we live in an era of political correctness and cultural sensitivity. What I mean by that is nowadays a joke can get canceled within a month. In fact, if you think about it, we're not getting as many comedies as we used to. They're not as important as they used to be. One of the big reasons for that is because with comedy, you're trying to push the boundaries, push the envelope of what's considered acceptable, be transgressive. Filmmakers nowadays are more hesitant to do that, more afraid to do that because of this worry that they will get canceled, their film will get canceled if it comes out and it tries to be transgressive, push the boundaries of what's considered to be acceptable. Honestly, when I think about movies that came out a long time ago, like Back to the Future or Mrs. Doubtfire, I feel like those movies could get canceled if they came out today. Also, think back to the first 4 seasons of The Office. Characters in those seasons do things that would get them fired from any kind of work environment in the year 2024, and the kind of stuff that the characters did in The Office back then would not fly nowadays at all. Filmmakers would not be able to get away with that stuff anymore. If those seasons of The Office or a season of TV similar to that came out nowadays, it would absolutely be canceled. I remember not too long ago, I watched a video from YouTuber Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About. He was saying, hey, I recently went to a comedy show. People doing the show took all our phones away. During the show, they flat out said, you know what, we're very happy that none of you are recording what we're saying here, because if you recorded it, then we would get canceled. That's an example of what I'm talking about here. In fact, I think that the show the show Cobra Kai is very interesting for that reason, because you have Johnny, this politically incorrect relic from the 1980s, talking to modern day politically correct teenagers. He's saying a bunch of inappropriate and politically incorrect things, and thus, to me, it feels like the type of show that would normally get canceled in today's climate of political correctness and cultural sensitivity. But that hasn't happened with Cobra Kai. It works really well in that show. But that's something that's very different nowadays about the culture we live in.